Welcome back to Bedtime Story, the not-so-soothing bedtime podcast. This is where two adult men read another adult man his bedtime story, and that adult man is back. Hi, Paul.
Hooray. Glad to be back, everyone.
Wow, really lean into that mic, Paul. Just
I'm
own it.
in.
Own it. Keep
Get
it
right up on
smooth.
that thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Listeners, don't get used to Paul's silky smooth tones because he's on my microphone right now.
And it is so good.
He'll be back to his nasally gross voice next week. Don't you worry. Anyway, so we're back to continue the exciting drama that is the Juniper tree, our listener suggested story. Do either of you guys want to do like a recap?
No, that's all right.
No, we're just gonna go for it.
I think we should give some listeners some heads up that like there's this like stepmother who comes in, and as we know, all stepmothers are evil, like inherently to the core rotten.
Yeah.
And so her daughter asks for like an apple, and what the stepmom ends up doing is killing her brother with a chest.
Right.
And then not the mother's
not her chest.
Well, yeah, okay. So there
also
was
not her chest.
Yeah, not her chest as in like her bosom, as in like the chest holding the apples.
Correct.
That would be much more humane if he
girl's no, not even half brother. Their
stepbrother.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It would have been more humane if she just smothered him out with her bosom. That would have been better.
That would have been at least
better than, decapitating him with a pointy chest lid.
And then telling her daughter that it was her fault.
Oh, yeah, and then propping up his decapitated head and then having the daughter knock it off so she felt that her obviously inhuman strength was capable of knocking off heads, because that makes sense.
Oh, and then also they turned him into dinner.
Oh, that's right. And then they ground up his body and put him into pudding.
Yeah, the black pudding.
Yeah, the black pudding.
Which is why Spencer is never going to eat black pudding, ever.
Yeah, like I wasn't going to before this, and now I'm really, really not going to.
Alex still will, though. We all know Alec will.
Probably would dip right into some black pudding. Maybe some chips, just sort of start digging in there. Maybe put in a tortilla.
I don't think that's a traditional combination.
Yeah, no, this is you. This is you, Alec.
Yeah, when have you
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Slap the quesadilla down, just grab a handful of that black pudding.
All right, now we're getting into the racism.
It's fine, just because I'm only referring to
just because I'm
taco shell.
Mexican.
Grab a taco shell, just fill it with black pudding. Maybe some enchiladas filled with
some chili rellenos and black pudding.
Maybe slice up a chili relleno, fill it with some cheese and black pudding. Maybe over like nachos or something. Be pretty good.
Yeah, like those squash blossom quesadillas with black pudding.
Actually sounds like a real dish.
Yeah.
All right. So, and yes, as we left it, the father had come home and is about to dip into some pudding. About to dip right in. So the tension is high.
And the daughter is weeping without ceasing, as the story puts it.
Yeah. Even that seems inadequate to describe the trauma that she has been through.
Oh, and also the stepmom used her tears to season the black pudding.
That's right.
Yep.
Oh, she used it as salt.
Yep, free salt. Child's tears, free salt. Cooking tips with evil stepmothers.
Yeah, I mean, back in, what was it, the Roman times when that's where the word salary came from, was people got paid in salt. So, really,
fun fact,
could have been the most rich person if you just had a bunch of kids that you made really sad all the time.
And like in the same Roman era, if you displeased the emperor, he would feed you your own children in the pudding. So that makes sense too. It's all relevant.
Yep. Yeah, it's historical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it all ties together.
Also, this puts a whole new perspective for me on like putting virgin's tears into food.
It's just for salt.
because yeah, that's creepy and messed up.
Okay,
well, it's just for seasoning.
Wait. So this gives you a whole new perspective. What was your original position on?
Before Paul was just like, let's tuck in.
Yeah.
Let's go. Virgin's tears.
Before they usually lumped it with magical things like unicorn hair, and so it was like a good thing. They threw in this like terrible thing within all these other good things, and so I was like confused in context.
So you're saying in the witch's brew, you assumed the tears were as part of the magical ingredients, but they were just for flavor.
Yes.
Okay, let's dig into it. We got weird real quick on that one.
Yep.
That's a classic bedtime story. All right. Okay, I think we all know what we're doing. So, and now we part the veil and we back in for part 2 of the Juniper Tree. The father asked again.
Where is my son? Oh,
Answered the wife.
sorry guys, I forgot I'm doing all of the voices this time.
You're doing all of the human voices.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
Yeah. But we let you hang out there for a while.
Yeah.
Because at this point, the listeners know that if there's a really long pause, it means Alec didn't notice that the next line starts a dialogue.
Oh,
Answered the wife.
he has gone into the country to his mother's great uncle. He is going to stay there some time. What has he gone there for, and never even said goodbye to me? Well, he likes being there, and he told me he should be away quite 6 weeks. He is well looked after there. I feel very unhappy about it,
Said the husband.
in case it should not be all right, and he should have said goodbye to me.
With that, he went on with his dinner and said,
Little Marlene, why do you weep? Brother will soon be back.
Then he asked his wife for more pudding, and as he ate, he threw the bones under the table.
Oh.
Why? Is this a common problem with black pudding that you have to dispose of the bones?
Well, stepmom's just not a very good cook.
Wait, like human bones are big. Was this like a femur? Like, wifey missed the femur again. Better just hide this one under the table.
Well, I mean, it is a child-sized femur.
Oh, that's true. She left the human skull in. Whoopsie daisy.
It's like, it's a mutant-sized turkey bone.
Oh wait, is this the same story that's like the red is blood and white is snow?
No, this is a different
That was
story.
a totally different story.
That's my bad.
The grim verse is blending together in your head.
Yeah, they're all the same.
Yeah, pretty similar.
Everyone
People
dies.
die. Everyone. There is no God. And that's kind of the theme.
Also, why did she set herself this 6-week time limit on her lie? She's really bad at lying.
Yeah.
Like, she just really lies herself into a corner every time. It's like, yeah, he left for 6 weeks. Not forever. Could have said forever. Nope, went with 6 weeks.
He could have just run away, like
Could
little
just
boys
run away.
do.
Yep. Yeah, he ran off. He said he hates you and he never wants to see you again. Boom, set for life. But no, he'll be back in 6 weeks probably. Good luck with that.
And she told him that he was meeting up with someone that he knew.
Yeah. Also, don't call your uncle. Don't ask him if you see him in the market. Don't say anything.
No, seriously, if you ask him, I'm gonna kill you.
Just like your son. I mean,
what?
Yep.
What about your son? Huh?
Yeah, he's having a great time playing stick and hoop, kick the can, other such
They have
frivolities.
Kick the cat.
Kick the cat. Yeah.
Cat.
Oh, that sounds way more fun.
Oh,
Well, no, because
Bedtime Story does not endorse animal abuse.
Cats aren't animals.
We have an official stance.
Dewey, is that our first official stance on an issue?
Yeah. We're getting derisive. We're getting political. No animal abuse.
Wait, why is the first thing we draw the line at is like something like negative against an animal and not a human?
Well,
Because that happens all the time. We're okay with it, obviously.
we know what we're about.
So
Yeah.
we know that bedtime stories only cries when animals die in movies, but not when humans do.
Yeah, I guess
No,
we
that's
could've taken-
completely true.
We could have taken a stance like, also, we realize the story's decapitating children, but you shouldn't. But no,
Yeah.
we skipped that one and went straight for don't hit cats.
Yeah,
Which isn't even
I
in
don't
the
know if
story.
you guys have ever seen the movie 8 Below.
Story.
That destroyed me.
What story? What movie?
8 Below, about those 8 huskies that like got frozen to death.
Is that the one? Is that? Are you thinking of Snow Dogs? Because that's just kind of a fun one.
Yeah, no, it's the same thing, but sad because the dogs die.
Why would they make a sad version if we already had Snow Dogs? It was just a great movie.
You know, that's
I
a
learned what blue
brilliant
cheese was.
question. But all I was saying was that Kick the Cat would be just more fun because it's more of a challenge because cans don't run away.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Little Marlene went upstairs and took her best silk handkerchief out of her bottom drawer, and in it she wrapped all the bones from under the table and carried them outside. And all the time she did nothing but weep. No shit. Then she laid them in the green grass under the juniper tree, and she had no sooner done so that all her sadness seemed to leave her, and she wept no more. And now the juniper tree began to move, and the branches waved backwards and forwards, first away from another, then together again, as it might be someone clapping their hands for joy. After this, a mist came round the tree, and in the midst of it there was a burning as of fire. And out of the fire there flew a beautiful bird that rose high into the air, singing magnificently. And when it could no more be seen, the juniper tree stood there as before, and the silk handkerchief and the bones were gone.
That tree stole that little girl's best handkerchief.
Bitch stole my handkerchief. Fuck you, tree. I'm getting that axe.
Thing was silk and everything.
That was a good silk one. That was my best one.
I think this is some kind of like traumatic like stress syndrome. Because it says everything goes back to normal afterwards.
This was a PTSD episode she just went through.
Okay, and also, wasn't this the story where the stepmom like held the kid's head back on with a handkerchief? So did the little girl like go and take that handkerchief that was holding this kid's head on?
I think it's a different handkerchief. There are a few handkerchiefs to be tracking in this story. I think it's different.
Yeah, these people must be rich for all the handkerchiefs they're just throwing around.
These guys are rolling in handkerchiefs. That's some handkerchief money they got there down at the old Johnson farm.
Johnson?
The old Juniper farm.
Yeah, I was gonna say this takes place in like Germany in like the Middle Ages.
Johnson. Janssen farm. There we go. It's the Janssen farm.
I liked how you said it the first time. It's still Johnson.
It's still Johnson. What did the tree do last time? It did something weird before too. Did it like made the birth?
Oh yeah, it made the little kid be the born.
Oh dude, this tree sucks.
How did it do it though? Did the tree give birth to this child?
No, it impregnated the mother.
The tree impregnated the mother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it had seeds.
But yeah. No, that tree's messed up though. I knew it was going to happen to the boy.
Well, I know
the tree did it on purpose.
You think the tree was going for bird the whole time? It had a bird plan that it's been doing it. The steps have been following in line.
I mean, what do you think? The tree wants a bird they can hang out with it on its branches, or just a little kid that doesn't know what the heck it's doing?
How will I make a bird? I know. First, I'll make a child. Then I'll decapitate the child, and then I'll have people eat the child and give me the bones of the child, and then I'll have a bird.
I mean, if you were a magic tree, how would you do it?
Apparently, I have no context for how magic trees think.
Obviously.
From what I'm gathering is I know nothing about magic trees.
You guys also need to remember that this is a juniper tree, and therefore it basically is the building blocks of Jinn. So this tree is drunk.
It's a drunk tree. That actually would make a lot more sense if it's just a drunk tree.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that tree's drunk.
It's like, maybe we shouldn't get the magical tree drunk.
Yeah.
Of all the trees to get sloshed, don't do the one with the magic birthing powers.
Yeah. Tree, you're drunk. Go home.
Tree, you're drunk. Stay where you are, but don't be so drunk. Little Marlene now felt as lighthearted and happy as if her brother was still alive, and she went back into the house and sat down cheerfully at the table and ate. You're still eating your brother.
No.
Oh God. Okay. The bird flew away and alighted on the house of a goldsmith and began to sing.
My mother killed her little son. My father grieved when I was gone. My sister loved me best of all. She laid her kerchief over me and took my bones that they might lie underneath the juniper tree. Coo-it, coo-it. What a beautiful bird I am. Am I?
There was no question mark. I understand why. So it was confusing.
It was confusing.
I think it should be a statement. What a beautiful bird am I?
Yeah, I messed up the last two words.
No, it's cool. It's all good. It was beautiful.
That was, as the Grimm brothers put it, singing magnificently.
Yes, specifically as the Grimm brothers put it. No one else would.
No one else would say such a thing. They have such a words.
Yeah, if they heard Paul's performance, nobody else probably would have said singing magnificently, but knowing the Grimm brothers and what they consider like good times,
Yeah, you're right.
Their definition of good times is a little iffy.
Yeah.
The goldsmith was in his workshop making a gold chain when he heard the song of the bird on his roof. He thought it so beautiful that he got up and ran out. And as he crossed the threshold, he lost one of his slippers. It's a little fun fact. A little fun fact in there.
Fun fact.
Fun facts with Grimm Brothers.
Another Grimm Brothers story feature that will never come back into play.
Will never come back to and is not at all relevant. But he ran to the middle of the street with a slipper on one foot and a sock on the other. He still had on his apron, and he still held the gold chain and the pincers in his hand. And so he stood gazing up at the bird while the sun came shining brightly down the street.
Bird!
He said,
How beautifully you sing! Sing me that song again.
Nay,
said the bird.
I do not sing twice for nothing. Give that gold chain, and I will sing it to you again.
Here is the chain. Take it.
Said the goldsmith.
Only sing me that again.
The bird flew down and took the chain in his right claw. Then he alighted again in front of the goldsmith and sang.
My mother killed her little son. My father grieved when I was gone. My sister loved me best of all. She laid her kerchief over me and took my bones that they might lie underneath the juniper tree. Quit, quit, what a beautiful bird am I.
You've lost confidence. You lost confidence in that last line. It's in your head. You got the yips.
It's okay. I think I got a couple more tries.
Luckily, you have like 6 more tries at it, so it should be good.
To say the exact same words.
Speaking of which, then he flew away and settled on the roof of a shoemaker's house and sang.
My mother killed. All right, guys, I got this.
I believe in you.
Her little son. My father grieved when I was gone. My sister loved me best of all. She laid her kerchief over me and took my bones that they might lie underneath the juniper tree. Quit, quit, what a beautiful bird am I.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Way to rock that last 2 words.
Yeah.
Booyakasha.
Is that a crow sound? Booyakasha.
Wait, so where did this goldsmith come from?
He's in town.
Yeah.
The bird flew to town.
Oh, okay.
He's
gotcha.
having a little downtown adventure.
Cool. I mean,
Kick off your shoes. Paint the town red.
He's about to have one of those like montages where they try on a bunch of different clothes and with some like upbeat 80s pop music playing
What
in the
goes with
background.
this gold chain I got?
I was thinking more like the bird's got a gold chain now. It's like rap music. He's got like MC Hammer, Can't Touch This going. You know what I mean?
You think it's gonna be a pimp bird?
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe he's gonna get a pimp hat from the shoemaker, like some pimp shoes.
Maybe this is a 90s montage, like MC Hammer, Beastie Boys. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Paul's upgrading your montage to the 90s, Alex. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
All
Like
right.
Beastie Boys type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you know.
For sure. The shoemaker heard him, and he jumped up and ran out in his shirt sleeves and stood looking up at the bird on the roof with his hands over his eyes to keep himself from being blinded by the sun.
Oh, I didn't come up with a voice for this guy yet.
Yeah, this is the shoemaker, so he doesn't make as much money as the goldsmith, so keep that in mind.
All right.
Class.
I'm going to go something like, Bird,
He said,
how beautifully you sing.
I love Alex's voices so
So
much.
good.
They're so good.
and he called through the door to his wife.
Wife, come out. Here's the bird. Come and look at it and hear how beautifully it sings.
Then he called his daughter and the children, called the apprentices, girls and boys. They all ran into the street to look at the bird and saw how splendid it was with its red and green feathers and its neck like burnished gold and its eyes like bright stars in its head.
So this is not a crow then.
Oh, yeah. Why do we think
they
it was
never
a crow?
once said crow. You guys just kind of assumed that it was a crow because of death.
Because we always assume birds are
I
crows.
guess
We've already gone over
I
this.
guess we just assume all birds in these stories are crows. Because this is clearly like a parrot.
It's a parrot?
It's got red and green feathers.
Like, Polly wants a cracker.
Yeah,
Wait, is that how I should be singing this?
probably.
Yeah.
Well, you got a few more tries, so
All right, I'll try the parrot next.
Feel free to play with it. Also, the whole neck like burnished gold seems like cheating. That was an add-on.
Yeah. Bird,
Said the shoemaker.
sing me that song again.
Nay,
Said the bird.
I do not sing twice for nothing. You must give me something.
That was
Pretty good.
that was
Pretty
really good, Paul.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't have to be kicked out of the podcast.
Yes.
Oh, he didn't listen to the last one. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. That's good.
He has no idea what we said about him.
Oh, am I gone?
We said a lot of things. Don't worry about it.
Wow, you guys sound like terrible people.
Some of it we meant, some of it we didn't. I mean, but really we meant all of it.
Is there like a legend that tells me like which things I'm supposed to know that you meant and which things not?
Or you can just listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
That would be a good start, probably.
Okay. But like, am I going to like fly into a rage when I hear this podcast?
I mean, maybe. We talk a lot about things about your character as a person and performer. No, never mind. You'll find out.
Yeah. Or
Wow.
not, because you probably won't listen.
Or not, because you probably won't ever listen to it.
Wife!
Said the man.
Go into the garret. Up on the upper shelf, you'll see a pair of red shoes. Bring them to me.
The wife went in and fetched the shoes,
There, bird.
said the shoemaker.
Now sing me that song again.
The bird flew down and took the red shoes in his left claw and went back to the roof and sang.
My mother killed her little son. My father grieved when I was gone. My sister loved me best of all. She laid her kerchief over me and took my bones where they might lie underneath the juniper tree. Go it. What a beautiful bird am I.
It's like a little bit southern. It's like a southern parrot.
Parrots are like tropical, south.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go with that. That sounds reasonable.
The American South is the same as the tropics.
Yeah, basically the exact same culture.
Yeah.
Yep.
When he had finished, he flew away and had the chain in his right claw and the shoes in his left. Thanks for specifying, Grimm Brothers. It sounds relevant. And he flew right away to the mill, and the mill went. I guess I'll do the mill, guys. I know we didn't assign the inanimate object.
Yeah.
Click clack, click clack, click clack. No, that's a shitty mill sound.
Wow, that mill sounds like it's a
Oh wait,
terrible
mill's like a
voice.
big grinder, right?
Yeah. Nope, not like that.
That's like a grinding sound.
No, that was like you sound like a sludge monster.
Or that
Inside
you start choking on like a big old thing of, I'm going to go with black pudding.
Wait for it. Black pudding. Inside the mill, there were 20 of the miller's men hewing a stone, and they went hick hack, hick hack. Wait, what are the men doing? Wait, why are the men making a hick hack sound?
They were hewing.
Yeah, well-
hewing sound.
Are they vocalizing these words?
Yeah, they're just kind of like chiming in. They have a really boring job, so they have to do something, and they're just trying to copy the sound that the mill is making.
Okay, so it's like this really shitty worker song.
But we should all do it in chorus then.
Oh, okay. Let's just all okay. 1, 2, 3. Hick hack, hick hack, hick hack, hick. Oh, we're done.
All right.
That was pretty good. That was good. I like that. The mill went. Clap, 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 clap. Yep. Yeah, we're done with that.
Yeah, thank God.
The bird settled on a lime tree in front of the mill and sang.
My mother killed her little son. The one of the men left off. My father grieved when I was gone.
No, wait.
Yeah, wait,
Okay, so the way that this
was
written,
these are mine. These are
yeah.
mine.
So that
okay.
it goes
Yeah.
Paul's line, then Spencer's line, Paul's line, then Spencer's line. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's like a cool like interlude thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I like it. I like
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Okay, so
Go.
my mother killed her little son.
Then one of the men left off.
My father grieved when I was gone.
2 more of the men left off and listened.
My sister loved me best of all.
Then 4 more left.
She laid her kerchief over me and took my bones that they might lie
Now there were only 8 at work,
underneath
and now only 5,
the juniper tree.
and now only 1.
Quit, quit. What a beautiful bird am I.
Then he looked up at last. Oh. Then he looked up, and the one last had left off work.
Bird!
He said,
What a beautiful song that is you sing! Let me hear it too! Sing it again!
Nay,
answered the bird.
I do not sing twice for nothing. Give me that millstone, and I will sing it again.
What are you going to do with the millstone, you stupid bird?
Yeah,
How does he even lift the millstone?
It must have
it's
like 2
actually a
tons.
condor.
It's actually a herd of bald eagles with a carrying apparatus that could easily be attached to a millstone.
It's like a hive mind type thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, that'd be awesome. Like in Finding Nemo when all the fish make one big fish.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That was pretty epic.
Yeah. I feel like these people should be more scared if there was the big hive mind bird singing at them.
But I mean, they've got the hive mind power. You know what I mean? Singing this song.
It'd be like less of a novelty and more of a the end is nigh.
That's why they're giving it everything. They're offering sacrifices.
Please let my children live. Just take whatever you want.
And he's like, no, I am the essence of a dead child. You shall all.
I have the power of the juniper tree. That doesn't sound very intimidating.
Everyone's drunk with magic.
If it belonged to me alone,
said the man,
you should have it. Yes.
Yes, said the others.
If he will sing again, he can have it.
I'm assuming they didn't all just shout that in unison. That'd be really impressive.
They did. I think we need to work on that.
Wow. I mean, we got the first one pretty good.
They rehearsed for like 3 months.
Let's just say while their boring milling jobs were going on, they mapped out every possible scenario of what could happen to break the boredom, and they're all on the exact same page.
I really like that idea.
Yeah. The bird came down, and all the 20 millers set to and lifted up the stone with a beam. Then the bird put his head through the hole and took the stone around his neck like a collar and flew back with it to the tree and sang.
Okay, so
you have to song.
Millers to lift this rock, and
one
this bird's just like, yeah, I'll just put it around my head.
Yeah, just drop it right here.
I got it.
Yeah, it's just a giant rock. Whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, how much does one of those stones weigh?
A couple of tons minimum, right?
Yeah, because isn't the whole
it's a giant rock?
Yeah, it's basically like a giant round, like a wheel, basically, so that it can crush wheat into like the grain, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how big is this bird that its neck fits through the hole that it can wear it like a collar?
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense. Now, okay, I'm going to call a shot right here, though. Bet you he drops that rock on that stepmother.
Oh, the whole house.
Maybe. Or just
and
her.
kills
I bet
the
she gets
daughter.
crushed by the rock. I bet you she gets crushed by the rock. The daughter gets the gold chain and the shoes. Daddy's got a secret, and he's going to like those shoes.
Daddy likes to wear little red shoes.
Daddy likes to wear little red shoes. Paul doesn't get it. Okay, we're good. Moving on.
We're at the song.
Sing for me, Paul. Sing for me.
All right. My mother killed her little son. My father grieved when I was gone. My sister loved me best of all. She laid her kerchief over me and took my bones that they might lie underneath the juniper tree. Quit, quit. What a beautiful bird am I.
That was nice. That was like a soulful one. And when he had finished his song, he spread his wings, and with the chain in his right claw, the shoes in the left, and the millstone around his neck, he flew right away to his father's house.
This story is all about the repetition.
It's all, very repetitive. The father, the mother, and little Marlene were having their dinner.
How lighthearted I feel,
said the father.
So pleased and cheerful, now that little brat's gone.
Yeah, right? I never liked that kid.
Yeah.
Is that the same father voice?
It's not a big deal. He's happier now, though. He was sad before.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
And
wow.
If you didn't bring it up, nobody else would have known. So.
Yep.
I feel like
and I
now.
said the mother.
I feel so uneasy, as if a heavy thunderstorm were coming.
But little Marlene sat and wept and wept. I thought she was good now.
Yeah.
She was all cheered up now.
She's supposed to be happy.
She ate the black pudding.
Then she went back for some more pudding and then was like, wait a second, still my brother. Turns out not fixed.
Yep.
Then the bird came flying towards the house and settled on the roof.
I do feel so happy,
said the father.
And how beautifully the sun shines. I feel just as if I were going to see an old friend again. Ah,
said the wife.
And I am so full of distress and uneasiness that my teeth chatter. And I feel as if I were there with fire in my veins.
And she tore open her dress, and all the while little Marlene sat in the corner and wept, and the plate on her knees was wet with her tears. My pudding's too salty. I cried too much in my pudding. It's too salty. I'm so sad.
I don't know about you guys, but when I really start to feel uneasy about things, I just start ripping clothing off my body.
Tear open. Like
Yeah.
I was at this board meeting and there was a lot of pressure, and I said something weird in my presentation, so I just ripped my shirt off. I felt a lot better after that.
Yeah, it's pretty standard.
Yeah, that's classic stuff. The bird now flew to the juniper tree and began singing.
My mother killed her little son.
The mother shut her eyes and her ears that she might see and hear nothing, but there was a roaring sound in her ears like that of a violent storm, and in her eyes a burning, flashing like lightning.
My father grieved when I was gone.
Look, mother,
said the man,
at the beautiful bird that is singing so magnificently, and how warm and bright the sun is, and what a delicious scent of spice in the air.
My sister loved me best of all.
And little Marlene laid her head down on her knees and sobbed.
I must go outside and see the bird nearer,
said the man.
Ah, do not go,
cried the wife.
I feel as if the whole house were in flames.
But the man went out and looked at the bird.
She laid her kerchief over me and took my bones and they might lie underneath the juniper tree. Quit, quit, what beautiful bird am I?
Okay, that was just full Southern.
I decided to go with it. You know?
Okay, that's just leaning into it.
I liked that one. That was actually probably my favorite reading so far.
Yes.
Well, there's a few more, Alex, so maybe he'll top it.
Oh, okay.
With that, the bird let fall the gold chain, and it fell just around the man's neck, so that it fitted him exactly. Oh,
that's convenient.
That one wrong.
Yep. Now,
well,
he doesn't have this weird shoe fetish guy we're talking about.
He was a cross-dresser.
Oh, why didn't you just say that? Why do you have to use these like obscure like metaphors?
It was not that obscure.
Alluding to it.
Yeah.
We said Daddy wants the red shoes. Daddy has a secret. Sorry, that's
insinuated that pretty hard. Yeah.
Sorry, we couldn't lay that one out more. But the wife was in such fear and trouble that she fell on the floor, and her cap fell from her head. Then the bird began again.
My mother killed her little son.
Ah, me!
cried the wife.
If I were but 1,000 feet beneath the earth, then I might not hear that song.
My father grieved when I was gone.
Then the woman fell down again as if dead.
My sister loved me best of all.
Well,
said little Marlene,
I will go out too and see if the bird will give me anything.
Gold digger.
Dad got gold. Give me some of that. Give me some of that cheddar. So she went out.
She laid her kerchief over me and took my bones that they might lie.
And he threw down the shoes to her.
Underneath the juniper tree. Quit, quit, what a beautiful bird am I.
And now she felt quite happy and lighthearted as she put the shoes and danced and jumped about in them.
I was so miserable,
she said,
when I came out, but that has all passed away. That is indeed a splendid bird, and he has given me a pair of red shoes.
The wife sprang up, her hair standing out from her head like flames of fire.
Then I will go out too,
she said,
and see if it will lighten my misery, for I feel as if the world were coming to an end.
But as she crossed the threshold, crash! The bird flew the millstone down on her head, and she was crushed to death.
Nice.
The father and little Marlene heard the sound and ran out, but they only saw mist and flame and fire rising from the spot. And when these had passed, there stood the little brother, and he took the father and Marlene by the hand, and they all three rejoiced. They went inside together and sat down to their dinners and ate.
Okay, wait. That little boy is eating himself. That
eating
little boy
himself.
Is auto cannibalism.
I call auto cannibalism on the little boy. Also, your mom just died.
Stepmom.
No, hers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she was kind of a dick.
Is she missing anything, Spencer, by that happening?
Like she had PTSD from the whole like my stepbrother's dead. If your mom dies, I feel like that's even more traumatic.
Except if she's evil and kills your brother, makes you think it's you, and then feeds him to you.
She was always nice to her, and the girl doesn't comprehend any of that.
Yeah, and really,
the girl still thinks she killed him.
Yeah, Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, the girl at this point just thinks the mother is still clean, just good to go, innocent.
And really, to be fair, I mean, now that the stepmom is gone, really, they should be kind of sad because without the stepmom around, all their food's going to be bland because there aren't going to be any more tears to salt the food.
It's like, yeah, Man- Vitruvia was kind of an evil whore, but man, this food is just so bland with her gone.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they can get some gin from the juniper tree and it's all good.
And it's all good.
Party time.
Some
Well, I don't know if
Juniper
you've
berries.
ever had gin, but it's not very salty.
Yeah, but after enough gin, you don't care.
That's
That was
fair.
kind of my point.
Oh, okay. I just
Oh.
thought that you meant that they, instead of tears, they would be seasoning things with gin.
That story was an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks, Michael.
the
That's
second half was kind of like a standalone story. That broke up really well.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
totally
thanks
planned
for your
that.
suggestion, Michael. Sorry we called
Yeah.
you crazy person many times.
I mean, it was
It's
justified.
Still his favorite
but
story, though.
It's still his favorite story. It's true. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess it kind of works out
Does it?
more than we thought it would.
Oh, you're right.
I didn't think the boy was going to come back. I thought he was dead.
This is actually the most uplifting Grimm story by far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wait, Spencer, what made you think that the little boy was dead?
What when his head would cut off, or when
And-
they ate his body?
I
Which time are you referring to?
don't know from what part of the story you might have assumed that that little boy didn't make it.
You know, it's almost like he was decapitated twice. You know, the first time with the box and the second time with the daughter. It's like a double
Yeah.
decapitation.
I just
Take a double
Mom
decaf.
was telling the truth, and he really was having a great time over at his uncle's house or whatever that was. It's just
Yeah.
like the dogs that go to the farm to play.
Yeah, I what the first thing Dad says is like, "Why'd you run off like that, little shit? Don't never do that again."
And also, how did you come out of that fire? And also, where's your mom?
Also, where's your mom? Where'd that stone come from? Birds
What happened
can't
to the
lift
bird?
stones. Yeah, what happened to the cool bird that was just singing?
It was so beautiful, its voice.
And he also gave me a gold chain.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're rich now, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of questions there's probably a lot of follow-up questions that should probably be asked after this one. That'd probably be good. Nah, we'll just go eat the body of our son. It'll be good.
Yep.
I think like in part 2 of the juniper tree, like the father goes into town wearing the gold chain, and then the gold maker sees it, and he's like, "Where'd you get that from?" And he's like, "A bird gave it to me." He's like, "Did you kill the bird?"
Did you kill the bird? I'm calling animal abuse control.
That was the most like beautiful bird ever, and then everyone in the city agrees with him because everyone
Yeah.
heard it.
And they
So
decapitate
then
the father.
everyone kills the father and Marlene too because of the red shoes.
Yep. Because
And
they
then
killed
it's
the
just
bird.
the little boy.
Yep.
And he's all alone as he always wanted.
And then he really does go to the uncle's house.
Yep.
Probably.
Yeah.
Orphans have the best time.
No, he'll just get some superpowers now. Oh, wait, he already had superpowers.
Yeah, he already has super.
He returned from the dead. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait a
That's a
second.
pretty good superpower.
He returned from the dead. His followers were eating his body.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is there some underlying message here?
I'm getting some Jesus vibes, guys. Just throwing it out there.
But where did the gold chain shoes come from?
That was the gold that what's his
Gold?
name accepted for betraying them.
No.
Judas?
Oh,
Yeah.
Judas. Yeah, that could
That
be.
was-
or I was
That was
thinking,
like silver coins, I think.
Or gold chain, same thing.
I
Yeah,
give
like-
it to you. It's similar enough.
The little
5
girl is Mary
silver
Magdalene.
coins equals 1 gold chain.
So she was a prostitute that
Yeah.
repented of her sins.
Well, yeah, because she killed that kid, and then
Oh, and she cried about it.
cried about it.
It's just like the Red Shoe Diaries. That's what this was based on, right?
The heck are the Red Shoe Diaries?
Yeah, I don't
What are you talking about?
It's some sort of like HBO thing.
know. Okay.
Okay.
Google it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound very interesting.
I'm pretty sure it was like a thing about prostitutes, like a documentary type thing.
Alec, were you just watching porn
No,
on HBO? It sounds like you're just watching porn.
Yeah, you just wanted an excuse to watch porn.
You know, that's not a documentary on prostitutes. That's just porn. You
I
can't- you
mean-
can't just call it like a treatise on modern day prostitution.
it was very insightful.
yeah, good
All
luck
right.
citing that source.
This has been Bedtime Story, the Not So Soothing Bedtime Podcast. You can reach us on the Twitter, tweet at us.
New RSS feed.
Yeah, we have an RSS feed now. So I know it works on Android stuff. If you type in www.lavaplayground.com/podcast/bedtime story /RSS.xml, you will have all your episodes in there. Probably should make a button for that so that you don't have to type that. Yeah, I wrote the architecture of the website. I know what the file structure is.
Wow, I'm impressed.
We'll probably make a button for that. Probably get it in iTunes at some point too, so that you don't have to actually type that.
There's no one that's remembering that.
But it works, so that's something. We're making progress on technology. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Spencer's awesome.
You can follow us at BedtimeCast. We should probably tweet something. That'd be good.
Oh, what's our moral? We didn't do a moral.
Oh crap! That was like the one thing we do.
Yeah.
I think the moral is #Team Alec.
#Team Alec. You know, that's got a nice ring to it, but I don't know if it's super relevant to this particular tale.
Did you listen to the story at all?
Remember when Bird was like #Team Alec and then he dropped that stone on the witch? That was pretty baller. He was like, YOLO, #Team Alec, and he just like dropped that stone.
I heard him say that right before he dropped the stone.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Like bird is the word.
Is that from something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we can't have a moral that's from something.
We don't want a copyrighted moral.
No.
That's fair.
Something about if the bird sings, don't be a stepmom.
Wings of a feather, when the stone gets heavier, don't eat your kids.
We could just leave it at don't eat your kids.
Yeah.
#don't eat your kids.
'don't eat your kids.
That's a lot more.
Actually, that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like it.
Okay. So #don't eat your kids. Tell your friends. #bedtimecast. Wait, no, we're at bedtimecast. Can you also #bedtimecast? How does Twitter work?
Hashtags.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I've tweeted a total like 2 or 3 times.
#don't eat your kids.
#don't eat your kids.
Don't eat your kids.
Oh, we stand for something now.
#moral. Oh yeah.
We have a moral.
No animal abuse. #don't eat your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or bedtime story, taking the hard line so you don't have to.
Yeah, we're an upright podcast.
Wait, but that's kind of ironic because animals are the ones that actually do eat their children.
Oh.
Like even cats.
We did sort of paint ourselves into a corner with the only 2 stances we have.
Yeah, that are conflicting.
I think the don't eat your children applies to humans, and the don't kill cats is like separate.
Well, also for humans.
Yeah, also for humans. It's
these
very
are
human-centric.
Yeah, these are morals only for humans, not morals for animals.
Yeah, we're not even going to try and touch that.
Although we do a lot of stories about animals that we should probably have morals for. So we'll specify that these are human morals. We'll have 2 sections. We got human morals, we got animal morals.
Okay.
I'll make a Venn diagram, and sometimes the morals apply to both.
Yeah.
Okay, so the animal moral for this is if you sing really nice, people give you shit.
Yeah, that's a good animal moral. Like sing for money. Yeah.
Yep.
Sing for money. Animal. #animal moral. Don't kill your kids. #human moral.
Or how about like if you wear gold chains, you're a gangster and you get to kill people with flying millstones.
Oh, that is a pretty gangster.
Yeah, that's so gangster.
Bird.
Think about that bird.
He loaded up with a gold chain. He started snuffing out bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got his Jordans.
You know what I mean? She was stepping on his turf, and he took care of that. He took care of that.
Yeah, she was up on. Yeah. Okay. So #animal gangsters. #bird wars.
Yeah.
#angry birds. Wait, no, that's probably taken.
Yeah, like hashtag like millstone G's.
Millstone G's. There's your animal moral. #millstone G's. #don't kill your kids.
And don't eat your children.
Wait, are we saying children or kids?
I think children.
Children?
And wasn't it like don't eat your children?
Oh yeah, don't eat your kids.
Yeah,
also don't kill them. Also don't eat them.
Just don't eat them after.
Yeah, you can kill them, just don't eat them. That's weird.
Yeah, and I think it should be children and not kids because kids are probably in reference to the baby goats from that last story.
Yeah. Don't worry, Paul didn't read that one.
We're really trying not to confuse the animal and the human here.
Yeah, we're trying to really separate the different moral types.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically just put a hashtag and then lots of words and it'll probably be in reference to this story because we just use so many hashtags.
Yeah, we just covered everything.
Yep.
Yeah, we're really good at Twitter. Called it.
So
the English language.
Also,
English.
let us know if there's like anyone we offended or any cultures we need to like learn about that like we kind of stepped on today and need to talk about next time, and because we're terrible.
So that we can ignore it.
Yeah, so that we can make fun of those people who tell us those things, like we're known to do. All right. This has been Bedtime Story, the Not So Soothing Bedtime Podcast. Let's say goodnight to Paul, Alec.
Good night, Paul.